Yeah, well, I mean, to be totally honest with you, I had the same thing. I mean, she looked at me and she said, I can't believe I'd never seen something so big before. Is that the reaction you had?
Oh yeah, exactly the same direction.
I mean, I was like, well, I mean, it's not just about the size. It's also, I've got skill. Like, I've evolved over millions of years. You know, I don't know. Have you got skills, Mister Treasures? You got skills yourself?
Well, the name is Treasures for Trigger for a reason, buddy. I know how to shoot the pistol.
Yeah. Bob, hit it.
I'm Salacious Rum. Remember to make love, not war, because time does follow us. Yes, time does follow us. Yes, time does follow us. I'm a monkey lizard, I'm a monkey lizard, and I love to make love that warm. Unless it's Star Wars, but that ain't a proper war. It is a proper war in your dimension, yes, Salacious. I'm a monkey lizard, I'm a monkey lizard, and I love to make love that warm. Unless it's Star Wars, but that ain't a proper war. It is a proper war in your dimension, yes, Salacious. Don't forget what it takes to be a human being, but I'm not a human. I'm a monkey lizard. And don't forget, monkey lizards have feelings, because time does follow us.
Yeah. I'm back, everyone. I'm back. We're back, and we're doing it. We're doing it. Aren't we, Trigger?
We're doing it. We're doing. Let's do this. Let's do
Doing it.
this.
Do it. Do it.
Konnichiwa.
Welcome everybody to Monkey-LiZaRD Hangout, the weekly Monday night comedy interview show. I'm your host, Bob Rum, and apologies, Phil. He always insists on being introduced first. He is a DJ, a producer, a toy and video game collector, an average jester. Some say he's an incredible lover. It's not some, Bob. Widely known now. We've been over this before. I've evolved over millions of years to be an incredible lover. My pheromones and my skill set just make me an irresistible force to my special lady friends. He is also the leader of the KoWaKiaN MoNKeY-LiZaRD army and the leader of the Registrar of Monkey-LiZards. It's Salacious Rum. That's right, Bob. That's right. Thank you. Yeah. Very good.
Round of applause. You're my first the first monkey lizard I've ever met. Japan's got plenty of monkeys, but I don't believe I've ever come across a monkey lizard before. So this is going to be pretty special.
Well, you mean I'm the king of the monkey lizard, so you know the monkey lizard king. So
I'm off to a good start then, going straight up to the king.
You got the best one. You got the best one. And our special guest needs little introduction. He can be found fumbling his way through buying, selling, and building his mainly vintage toy collection whilst living over in Japan. Please give it up for Phil from Treasures for Trigger. Yay!
The crowd goes wild.
Great to have you on. Been an admirer.
Thanks for having me on
for a while now. So
yeah.
Looking forward to this one. That's right, Bob. It's my show, Bob. Don't forget
that. Shut up, Bob.
Oh, yeah, Bob, shut it. You're average, for God's sake. Don't want to hear from you. Okay. Now, before we get into the questions, it is customary around here for Salacious and our guest to introduce and welcome in the Monkey-LiZaRD army. So if I call out the names of people that are watching, will you help Salacious greet them in, please?
I can do that. I'm very living in Japan. I'm a very hospitable person. So yep, bring the guests in.
Who we got, Bob? Let's see who we've got. We're on at a slightly later time, so thank you for those that are staying up and watching. Mr. B, Mr. B,
Mr. B, welcome. Yokoso.
The granddaddy. What would you say?
I said yokoso, which is welcome in Japanese.
Yokoso, Mr. B, yokoso. There he is. He's the president of the SRA squad.
Zombie Hunter 115.
Yeah. From down under. He's
G'day.
He's the president of the SRA squad. Mr. Trigger.
The what squad? Sorry.
The SRA squad.
What would that stand for?
That's the sexually repressed Australian squad.
There wouldn't be too many of them, would there?
There's a few of them. There's a few of them. TJC.
Oh, one of my faves. TJC. Good to see you, mate.
It's good lad.
Champion.
I knew she was it, Trigger, because I'm getting feelings in my jiggly bits. Lady Catherine.
Hey, Vader's girl. Good to see you.
One of my special
Thanks
lady.
for putting up with Salacious.
Yeah, she's in my harem. One of my special lady friends is Lady Catherine.
One of your special lady friends. How many do you have?
Got a whole harem. Lady Catherine's the first lady, though. She was the first one.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I am the keeper of the lady cave, so yeah, no one visits without there's no. Well, no one visits. Basically, we're vetting. We're
bit of a dry cave, is it?
We've been putting people off, Trig. We've been. Yeah. Bow's here. Bow.
Wow. Hey, Bow.
My new friend Van. How you doing, Van?
Van, g'day, Van.
Good on you, Van. Good on you. Rainbow Void.
Hello, Rainbow.
One of my special
Good morning. Is that another lady friend, is it? Rainbow Void.
A lady friend. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Lots of lady friends. Oh, they keep me busy.
Well, you look like you're wearing plenty of sweat towels and things, so they must be keeping you busy.
I'm knackered. I'm gaunt most of the time. I'm dehydrated. Honestly.
Keep up your fluids, Salacious.
I know. They suck me dry. Pod Racing Palpatine. What is thy bidding, my master?
Hey, Pod Racing.
Good old Palps.
Yokoso.
The Emperor. Yokoso. G-Force.
G-Force. One of my faves. What a legend.
He's my executive special assistant.
He wished me, I was on a stream last night. He wished me luck. He knew that I was going to be on the show this morning. And his parting words were, good luck.
He's doing his duties. Yeah, well done, G. Well done. You've earned your salary this week. Well done. The first time he has, but
he's a paid member of the company, is he?
The MoNKey-LiZaRD Army. Yeah, he's my executive special assistant.
There you go.
Yeah. Pigs, toys, and teams.
Morning, Pete.
He's the pirate in the army. He's our pirate.
It's a wicked scar he's got on his cheek there.
Yeah. Chimmer me timbers, me laddie. He'll be out for your treasure. So
I better be careful. Watch my back.
Careful.
Shout for Pete.
Jumpy's here. Jumpy.
Hey, Jumpy.
He's in the army as well. He's the general of the Cucumber Squad. # Cucumber Squad. No one really knows why, but it just is. So.
How long do you need to be in the Cucumber Squad? Is there a minimum?
Oh yeah. There's a length and there's a curvature.
Okay. There's a girth.
There's girth, there's curvature and length. Yeah, it's quite
very
specific.
Yeah.
Quite specific. Honest. Yeah,
I don't think I'd make the cut.
We can arrange a measuring day if you fancy joining. So, Lady Aisha.
Morning, Aisha. Evening.
Yeah, one of my other special lady friends. So she's on heat at the moment now. She's on heat, so careful. Yeah, watch out. She'll get her claws into you.
Don't get her too excited tonight, Salacious.
Lady Catherine, you're a bit confused today, aren't you, darling? A bit confused. It's all right. Sorry, it's that time.
Oh dear.
She's a bit, yeah, it's that time. Gets confused. It happens to all our lady friends, doesn't it? They get a bit confused, every month. General Lack.
Lack. Another legend. Morning, Lack.
One of the generals.
One of the generals. Oh, high position.
Yeah. There's Mr. Trigger's YouTube page. The link is also in the description, and we'll be popping it up all the way through the stream. So if you're not subbed, go and sub, because we want to spread the sub love. That's what we do right here.
I reckon GeForce needs a pay rise, Salacious.
Well, you got to judge his.
I don't think you're paying him enough. Look at all that.
Yeah, but you got to judge his performance over the year, Trig. To be honest, and he might be impressing now, but he has moments where he don't really do a lot. To be honest,
I think this is just a one-off.
He's having a good day. Ricardo.
Hey, Ricardo.
Hello, Ricardo. Good to see you, Ricardo. Right. God, everyone's having a good chat. Bob, you getting through it? I'm working my way down.
There's a good bunch in the chat.
Good bunch in.
Awesome.
There's a good bunch in.
Yeah.
All right, are you ready for the first section?
Bring it on, Salacious. Let's go. Let's get into this. It's 6 o'clock in the morning for me, so I'm still a little bit delirious. So you can probably fire anything at me.
It's probably the best time to do this show.
Yeah, I reckon. Let's get this out the way.
Bob, hit it.
We want to get to know you, but not in a pervy way. We want to get to know you, but not in a dirty way. We want to get to know you, not in a pervy way. We want to get to know you, not in a dirty way.
Oh.
What a jingle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was Pilly Yum Yum and Freddie Num, the head of antiquities at KoWaK Museum, doing that little ditty. So,
Brilliant. Was that hit the top of the charts, that one?
huge in KoWaK. Huge weeks in weeks at number one.
Outstanding.
Oh, I'm learning to. I'm a lifelong learner, Mr. Trigger. A lifelong learner.
Good. I'm a teacher, so I'm ready to give you some more learning.
I've been ever such a good boy. I've done all my homework, and doing some extracurricular work. I'm learning how people greet each other in different places.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, Darth Rock told me about New Zealand. He said they do a nose rub.
We do rub each other's noses. Yep.
But in Limerick, Brian Action Figures told me they punch each other in the face, have a kebab and rice and horses. And I know you're not in New Zealand anymore, so please tell everyone where you're originally from, where you are now, and how you greet each other in your place. Okay,
so I'm a Kiwi. I'm originally from good old New Zealand, the land of the long white cloud, Aotearoa.
Oh, which island? Which island?
I'm from the south, the big island, the long big island. Yeah, the one with all the sheep.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah,
I thought so. I could tell that. Yeah, go on.
And how we greet each other in New Zealand, the nose rub we call a hongi. That's generally done by the mostly the Maori population. So as you can see by the whiteness of my skin, I am very much a Euro boy. So we tend to greet each other with, I don't know, a bit of a slap on the bum or a high five or something. But now I'm living in Japan, and obviously Japan is a very different place, and physical contact is not so common. You have a bit of person. I don't know how you'd get on over here, Salacious, with the spacing and not the groping or touching. So we tend to greet each other here very politely with a bow. differently from the Irish, we tend to avoid, smashing each other in the head. And konnichiwa would be how we greet each other. Konnichiwa in the afternoon. Ohayo gozaimasu in the morning. And a kumbanwa in the evening.
Kumbanwa. Konnichiwa. Konbanwa.
Very good. Your pronunciation's pretty good.
I know. I'm KoWaKiaN. It's one of our traits that we can mimic. We can mimic voices and languages, and very good. Konnichiwa. Very good. I would get on well, I reckon. Plus, I have studied KoWaKiaN martial arts, which I believe is quite similar to karate. So.
Well, I'm sure you'd find a dojo to practice your stuff over here.
Yeah.
How do you think you'd go with a bit of sumo wrestling though? You'd need to bulk up a bit for the sumo wrestling's on the TV at the moment. They have plenty of tournaments on every year, so I've started getting into the sumo wrestling over here.
I would like to go and watch that. They have them big nappies on, don't they?
They wear very big nappies. Yeah,
they're right at their bum crack, don't they? I would have thought it must be quite uncomfortable.
It does look bloody uncomfortable. Yeah, that's I think the thing that would put me off giving it a shot would be the wedgies. Yeah.
But now you probably need a KoWaKiaN 8 Blizzard for that. To be honest, have you seen them 8 Blizzards? They were on Star Wars Resistance in one of the episodes.
Are they a much larger variety? Are they?
Yeah, the big apes. The big apes.
They're big fatties.
8 Blizzard big uns. Huge.
They might go all right then.
Yeah, they'll be all right. Now then, you are searching for treasures for Trigger. To be honest with you, I'm a bit concerned. I'm wondering what you got against Pooh Bear or Owl, and also what about little Piglet? Is this not racialism? Because I spot inclusivism, especially thespianism.
Took me a while to get where you're going with that. Well, yeah. Trigger is the top of the pick, isn't he? Out of the Winnie the Pooh.
No, Piglet.
No, not in a Piglet. No,
Piglet's way better.
No, it's a little bit too small and yeah.
It's a little plate cat you can squeeze in there if you little. So what are you against? What you got? So why are you searching for? Why are you searching for Tigger then?
No, I am searching for treasures for Trigger.
For Tigger.
Trigger would be
Tigger.
Yours truly.
Trigger. What you got? Trigger. I'm confused.
I'm no piggy. I'm no piggy.
So what's Winnie the Pooh got to do with any of it?
I don't know. You brought Winnie the Pooh up here. Winnie the Pooh's too busy stuffing his face with honey in the honey butt.
Who is Trigger then? Who's Trigger, and why are you searching for treasure for him?
Well, Trigger would be basically my family nickname is Trigger. So my surname is Triggertha. So Trigger is a nickname for Triggertha.
Nothing to do with Enid Blyton then.
No. Actually, I'm not that smart. Actually, it was my darling wife that came up with the name for the channel. So I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. No creativity in terms of thinking up of a channel name, and voila, she came up with that.
She's just trying to.
And I went with it.
It's a bit confusing, really, isn't it?
Actually, Lek makes a very good point. It's Trigger, not Tigger, Salacious.
What?
You're getting a bit muddled up there, fella.
Well, it's a bit of a confusing, what's it, to be honest. So, all right. Well,
it is a mouthful. Most people that come across my channel, there's treasures, Trigger for treasures of Trigger. I get all sorts of variations. It is a mouthful, so I don't blame you too much.
Duffman's here. I bet he's confused as well. Duffman's here.
Hey, Duffman.
G4 says, God bless your wife, Phil.
Good on you, G-Force. Yeah.
Special lady friend. Got to look after your special lady friends.
It's the one. Yep.
Right, where do you go searching for treasure then? For trigger in Japan? Because I didn't know they had any pirates over there.
Well, there are plenty of action figure shops in Japan. Like you cannot go wrong if you're into collecting toys, action figures. It is very much almost a mainstream hobby over here. So coming from New Zealand, where everyone is just rugby obsessed, you've got rugby heads left, right, and center. Collecting toys and figures is probably a bit more of a private affair, but over here you can just go crazy. And oh man, I've just recently, a couple of years ago, I moved closer to Tokyo, so there are just stores and stores everywhere. And I know you were talking about your Gundam figures before, Salacious. So yep, shops dedicated to Gundam. And yeah, also obviously the kaiju, the Godzillas, you name it, you can get it over here. So
I've heard the best shops to go to are quite rude because they're called book offs.
Book offs and hobby offs, and the worst one is actually called hard off.
Yeah, that's the one.
Hard off is the one that you've got to be careful about.
Yeah, I heard that.
And you do come across some pretty risque action figure dolls, the anime girlies, with wearing next to nothing and stuff like that. So you can take a wrong turn and end up in places which will even make you blush, I think, Salacious.
I know. I built me and the Top Gun Model School lads. We're building them at the moment. We started building these today. Yeah, this is our special lady streams. We're doing them every day this week.
Brilliant.
Yeah, they're Japanese.
So you're building these beautiful ladies from the ground up.
Special lady friends. Yeah, I didn't touch their movies once when I was doing it. Honest. I heard. What's Akihabara?
Akihabara. Yep, that's the place to go for all of your action figures, all of your toys, all of your naughty toys too. They have a district there that you would fall in love with, I think, Salacious. And a lot of the pervy businessmen go there, after hours and stuff. So I think you'd fit in perfectly, to be honest. It's not somewhere that that part of town's not somewhere I'd venture, but I think you'd be up for it, Salacious.
Yeah. See, I told you Aisha was on the heat. Look, she's rubbing up Zombie, waking him up. So, he's always lying on his sofa naked. The amount of
Zombie sounds like someone that would need waking up.
Yeah, he's from Melbourne, so his left testicle always falls off his sofa and he has to retrieve it quite a lot. So,
those Australians are pretty well hung, aren't they?
They're crazy, aren't they? They've got them long dangly ones. So then, Mr. Treasures, the trigger.
Yes, sir.
I've done that one. What made you start up a YouTube then? Were you triggered by all of the orgies that I have on my YouTube channel? Want a piece of the action?
Well, exactly. Yeah, I came across your channel and I thought, damn, I want to be like Salacious Rum. Yeah. So how can I go about this? And obviously, to reach your level, the first step was to start a YouTube channel. So that was the first step. The second part of it as well was that, I was in Japan and I was in a much more rural city and I felt a little bit far away from the rest of the world. So it was during COVID as well. So I was in lockdown and actually the toy collecting is only something I started 3 or 4 years ago when lockdown happened in Japan. So started spending a bucket load of yen on these amazing vintage action figures. And then again, it was my wife's idea. She's like, you're driving me crazy here, filling up the room. Slow down a little bit. And, so why don't you make a YouTube channel and share your collection with everyone? And hopefully that will slow you down a little bit from spending all the money on the credit card. So
very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. GB Models is here. That's Gary. He's from Melbourne as well. We've got a lot down under.
A lot of Aussie.
Aussies. our cousins from down under.
We're all the Kiwis. Where's PGM? Where's my
got-
man Peter McSteel?
Peter, you don't like that anymore.
He's my favourite.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Where is Peter? Where is he? God damn it! He's probably in bed, isn't he? It's early for you. He's you know what Peter's like.
He's mid morning now. He should be up.
He don't surface till about 11 o'clock in the morning. What are you talking about? Oh, Pete. Jeez. Oh, Adam's here though. Adam.
Hey Adam, good to see you, mate.
Yeah.
I'd love to see you and PGM Salacious bring back your show.
I think we are, yeah, but he wants some
one of my
changes.
faves.
He wants some changes made though, so we're gonna, we've got some plans, so yeah. He's been a bit uppity though. He's insisting on changes.
He's been demanding now. Now that he's a star, he's getting demanding.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right, please tell everyone, Mr. Treasure.
Yes.
Please tell everyone what if they subscribe to you. What can they expect on your channel? What do you do on there?
What can you expect to find on Treasures for Trigger? Well, as you said in the introduction, you'll see me stumbling around in Japan, getting lost. I've been over here for 4 or 5 years. I'm by no means fluent in the language, so I do get myself into a bit of trouble now and then in terms of finding places and getting lost and asking for directions and things like that. So you'll see a few videos of me, stumbling around Tokyo looking for fun stores to look at. Plenty of unboxings. I get actually a lot of my collection that I get. I actually buy things online. I'm pretty lazy, so I get a lot of things delivered. I've got a room here stacked full of boxes, so I do a lot of unboxings.
You're like Bob. Bob's the same.
Bloody Bob, yeah.
Bloody Bob. God
I don't know how you put up with him, Salacious.
I know. God damn it. He gets in the way. All the time. Mr. Treasure.
Yeah, that's pretty much Treasures for Trigger. And I think I'm coming up to roughly almost 3 years as a channel, and I think I was sitting on the magic number of 769 subscribers. So I quite like the sound of that number.
Well, we've got some good folk in the army here today, so we'll make sure they get subbed up. So go and sub for Treasures for Triggers. GeForce is been putting the link in, and it's also in the description. So it's a great channel.
Give that man a pay rise, Salacious.
Right, well, we'll think about it. Right, tell everyone, Mr. Treasures, what's it like in Japan, and have they got any monkey lizards there? And what are the special lady friends like on the Ula scale?
On the Ula scale?
Yeah.
What the heck is the Ula scale?
You know, Ula, Jabba's dancer with the.
Okay.
You know, so Ula scale's like. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Well, I think it would be pretty high up on the Ula scale side of things. Then,
how high?
To be fair, very, very high.
Well, like
so there are plenty of attractive lady friends in Japan. Plenty of attractive men too. You know.
Yeah, we support inclusivism.
Exactly.
Our motto here is any hole's a goal. To be honest,
you're that easy, are you?
stick it wherever you want, basically. Stick it wherever you want. Yeah, speaking of sticking it wherever you want, is Martin, Mr. Long from the Long and Long channel.
G'day, Martin.
No, he's actually he's not. He's long, not longer. It's long.
Yeah,
it's long. And his lovely wife, Stephanie Long, chest.
Beautiful. He looks like he's a Star Wars fan as well.
Yes, got a great channel, long time ago.
So I will put this plug in for another thing about Japan. All of the Star Wars fans out there, I'm not sure if you're aware or not. You probably are, but Star Wars Celebration is coming to Japan. So it's going to be here next year in April. I think April 18th to the 20th. Out near the Disneyland. So if you've always thought about coming to Japan, the Japanese yen is really weak at the moment, so cheap as chips. Get your tickets, guys. Come over and visit me.
I'll be piling around yours. We'll all pile around.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. Mr. Treasure for Triggers, what are your favorite? What are your favorite treasures that you like to collect other than pirate gold? And are you an innie or an outie?
Okay. I'm a bit of both. I'm a bit of an innie and I'm probably more of an outie than an innie. I think. I do like to whip them out.
Yeah, whip them out and play with them. Whip them out and play with them, basically.
I do have a few innies, and what I like to collect. My favorite things to collect actually are not sort of Japanese anime girly figures or Godzillas or anything like that. I actually enjoy collecting the figures and stuff that I liked when I was a kid. So I've managed to. I've got a couple. I usually flash these around. I like collecting these G.I. Joe Takara released.
Takara, oh yeah.
Takara released action figures. Takara. So yeah, these are a favorite. I've got quite a good collection of these. Nice. So obviously the card back is very different from the Hasbro Hasbro release. So that's
I suppose they had Action Force, did they, over there? Just
I've actually picked up a couple of carded Action Force. I'm not sure if they were released here originally, but that's what the good guys look like on the blue card. Roadblock. Yeah. The grand total of 680 yen back in the day.
Wow.
Which is, I don't know, probably a quid, £2. So yeah, they're definitely a favorite. Of course, in Japan, you got to get amongst the Transformers. The Transformers are yes. I got a pretty healthy collection over my shoulder here of the G1s.
Nice. Who's your favorite Transformer, Trigger?
I'm partial to a bit of Soundwave. I like Soundwave and his cassettes.
Right, we've got to have a sound off. Transformer sound.
I think you win. Yeah. Mine was terrible.
Good effort.
But yeah, changing the topic very quickly. I do collect a whole bunch of different things. So a lot of them, the big ones from the 80s and 90s, Ninja Turtles, G.I. Joe, Transformers, Masters of the Universe, and I like the wrestling as well. So the Hasbro wrestlers, the LJN wrestlers.
The LJNs, the big ones.
The big ones, the big rubber ones. Yeah.
The big flop. Yeah. The big them ones.
So yeah, I've got quite a range of different things. So and actually, Dino Riders is probably my biggest passion is Dino Riders, which it's probably the smallest part of my collection, but they were also released in Japan. I had no idea as well that they had their own packaging and boxing in Japan too. So they released the first season. So
we won an auction lot last week for a huge box of Dino Riders, and they've just come. So we're going to do a stream. We're going to do a stream this week, and Super John from Super Awesome Geek Show is going to help us because we've got T-Rex. There's about 5 or 6 dinosaurs and loads of. We think all the accessories, but we're not sure. So we're going to do a stream this week, putting it together.
Mate, those bloody accessories, they are very, very fragile. And there's like a million pieces. It is like putting together a part, especially for that T-Rex. I have a naked T-Rex. I quite like him that way.
Yeah, I like being naked.
He's too expensive to put together, so I think that's on my bucket. That's on my bucket list to armor a T-Rex out of Dino Riders. But
it's also important to aerate your testicles, isn't it, and get air in there. You know?
Gotta let that T-Rex. Yeah, he's been around for a while, so he needs a bit of breathing space.
Gilster's here. Gilster, good old Gilster.
G'day, Gilster.
And Cool as well. Cool.
G'day, Cool. Oh, plenty rolling in.
Oh yeah.
You're popular, Salacious. I didn't realize how much of a superstar you were.
What the France? What are you talking about? God damn it! Huge, massive, huge.
Huge. You'd be huge in Japan.
Yeah,
Big in Japan.
I think so. Chip's here. Good old Chip. Chip Ganassi.
G'day, Chip.
Over on Twitch.
Konnichiwa.
I was selling a complete T-Rex for 250 quid.
Whoa, that sounds like an absolute bargain, Adam.
Oh, mate, we won a
250 quid for a complete T-Rex.
We won a lot for 120 quid, which includes, we think, a complete T-Rex and about 5 other dinosaurs. We think.
Oh my god! Now you found the treasure. I'll be tuning into that stream if you have it, Salacious.
Bob,
I'll lower myself to watch that one.
Awesome. Right. Do you like to collect Star Wars treasures, Mr. Trigger?
I do. Yeah, that's one of the. I would say that's one of the latest lines that I started collecting. So I've been collecting the vintage Kenner Star Wars for I don't know the last 12 months or so. So I don't have any of the vehicles or playsets, but I've got a fairly healthy figure collection. A lot of them are just sort of incompletes, but they look pretty cool on the shelf. I've got a couple of older brothers, and they were massively into Star Wars, and I do remember them having the figures growing up, and I think they may have even given me a little wee Ewok as my first toy when I was probably 2 or 3 years old. So I collect the Star Wars because it kind of brings me back memories of growing up with my older brothers, basically. But I'm not a Star Wars pro. Like I would fail miserably on a Star Wars quiz show. But I have seen the movies, and I do like the figures, and it's very popular again in Japan. A lot of the Western figures are hard to find in store, but you do generally see a lot of Star Wars. So again, if anyone's out there wanting to come to Japan, you will see Star Wars in store in Japan, which is cool. The newer stuff and older stuff as well.
Mr. Treasure for Triggers.
Yes.
Are there any toys that you haven't got that you really, really want?
Well, I've got this guy, so this is all you need, right? I mean, once you've got this fella, what more could you ask for, right?
Wow, look at that. Jesus.
Look at that tail.
All the lady friends are getting moist right now. Look at that handsome boy.
He must be pretty excited, is he? He's all
It's my pappy. Look at that. Get in.
But apart from getting this guy, any other toys? No, just more dinosaurs. Give me more dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
Give me your dinosaurs, Salacious.
Very good.
Give me all your Dino Riders.
Very good. Mr. Trigger, do you collect other things other than toys, like records, stamps, cards, comics, or herpes?
Well, I don't know. I may collect the last one. I'm not sure. I may need to get the doctor to check whether or not I've been collecting those or not. As far as I'm aware, I don't collect those. Let me see. I don't collect records. I've got a somewhat. Actually, the thing that got me into collecting action figures was again before I moved to Japan. I had a very big CD collection. And I stupidly sold, out of desperation for a bit of cash, I stupidly sold my entire CD collection for a stupidly low price. And then I got to Japan and I regretted it big time. So I actually started collecting again my favorite CDs. And it was when I was online looking at old CDs that I stumbled across the action figures. So it's probably the collecting of CDs, which I've got to thank for the ridiculous toy collection I've got behind me.
This is
So I've got a semi decent CD collection. I don't collect stamps. Basketball cards. I don't know. Are you a basketball fan, Salacious? Are you?
Not really, to be honest.
No, you're not. You don't wear Air Jordans or anything.
I like the Jordans. We had the 4s. I think the 4s.
Yeah,
the 4s, Jordan 4s back in the day. Bob used to wear. Bob had black and I had white, and we used to mix and match. So he'd have like black,
nice.
Right, and what with
what size foot are you, Salacious?
Oh,
you know what they say, right?
Yeah, but have you seen how? Look, they've been evolved. Mine bend around corners.
Holy cow!
Yeah, I've only got three digits. Perfectly designed for climbing trees and satisfying special lady friends.
So you've evolved in all areas of the body, have you?
Yeah, pheromones. The pheromones will instantly, it's like my pheromones are like chloroform, basically. Yeah.
Looking good. I reckon you'd look great in a pair of Air Jordans. I can see you on the basketball court slam dunking and.
Yeah. Oh, I'm very agile. Oh yeah, I can fly through the air. You should see me climbing a tree.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that in the early 90s, that's what sort of I watch a lot of toy collectors, and they a lot of them talk about still collecting toys in their sort of early teenage years. But I think by the time I was 10 or 11, I grew out of toys too quick. I kind of regret it now. I think I grew out of toys too quickly, and then I got sidetracked by NBA trading cards and obviously playing video games and stuff like that.
Special lady friends.
And a bit of that too. Not so much of that, but not as much as I would have liked, but that came eventually.
Oh, well, you were a slow starter, but you got there in the end, didn't you? Bless you. Right, other than the hit documentary series Star Wars, what are your top 3 favourite films? But please, no pornos. This is a respectable channel. And also, do you recommend any Japanese films, especially with any fit special lady friends?
Top 3 favorite films. That is a great question. I would have to say, again, I'm fairly mainstream. I would say Back to the Future would be top of the pops for me.
Which one?
But, the original, number 1.
Yep.
Also partial to a bit of Karate Kid.
Yeah.
That was on the telly. In Japan, Karate Kid is called Best Kid, which is a silly name, but it's called Best Kid over here. Best Kid. So that was another favorite growing up. Maybe watching Karate Kid planted the seed for the whole fascination with Japan, even though it wasn't really had anything to do with Japan, but karate Japan. And to round out the top 3, oh god, I'm drawing blanks here, Salacious.
Well, while you're drawing blanks,
Return of the Jedi.
Oh yeah, good choice.
Yeah.
Excellent, well done. Good choice. For obvious reasons.
That Return of the Jedi was my Star Wars, because again I was born in 1980, so 83 Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
That's my generation. So I had all of the pillow covers, the bed sheets.
Yeah.
Same as Bob. Before they got dirty and crusty and stuff. Yeah.
Exactly the same as Bob. Do you want to say, go steady, Lady Aisha? For God's sake, look after yourself. Look after yourself, darling. Come on. Look after yourself.
In terms of Japanese films, again, they're fairly famous, but check out the Miyazaki animated movies. So Miyazaki is the guy that produces a lot of the famous animes over here. So Howl's Moving Castle is a big one. Spirited Away.
Oh yeah,
great movies. Like the angle that they take with animated stories over here is way different from Western stories. So that some of them are a bit of a mind trip, bit of a mind fuck. But
Akira is Akira, isn't it?
yeah. So
crazy. Do you know who Go Nagai? Go Nagai. He made
No.
Devilman. He's one of them. He's a Japanese anime designer. He's very famous. Go Nagai. He designed Devilman. You know Devilman?
Heard of it? Yeah.
Devilman. But he made the Big Die X from Starfleet Bomber X.
Okay.
Bob collects. They're hard to get, Bob. So they're hard to get over here. But it was changed, put in England as well. That was in England.
Okay.
Japan.
I'll make a note. Memo to self.
What about kaiju? You a fan of kaiju? You like Godzilla?
Yeah, I was. I had no. So basically, my figure collection is basically it's for nostalgic reasons. It's stuff that I sort of was brought up with as a kid. So I don't know about the UK or wherever you're from, Salacious, but we never had much Japanese anime or kaiju stuff on the TV back home, so I wasn't really that exposed to it. But living over here, you cannot avoid it, and you walk into the stores and you see the rubbery kaiju monsters hanging from the pegs and
the sofubi.
The sofubi, yeah, you can't avoid it, and you just me too. I sort of fell in love with it, so I've got a bit of a collection of the kaiju.
Do you spend lots of money in all them gashapon machines, Mr. Trigger? Because I probably would.
The wee gotcha things.
Yeah, the gashapon.
Yeah. My daughter does. Oh my god, that is a dangerous area to go to with my little Trigger. So they're everywhere as well. So I've got a few wee miniatures lying around from the gotchas. They're called gotcha over here.
I thought they were gotcha.
They gotcha. They got your money.
Jumpy knows a lot about Japanese films.
Yeah, a lot of YouTubers know a lot about Japanese anime. A lot of YouTubers know a lot more about Japanese pop culture than I do, to be perfectly honest. But I'm a student too, Salacious. I'm learning as I'm going, and it's it's good fun to pick up new things along the way. Yeah, I never thought I'd have things like kaiju and that in my collection. So it is expanding.
Dino's here. Dino the Machine.
Hey, Dino. Good to see you, buddy.
Very good. I know him as Porno Rocky, of course.
Porno Rocky.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Right then, let's ask a couple of Star Wars questions, shall we? What are your favorite human and alien characters in Star Wars?
I should have prepped for this because I've seen your shows before and I've seen you ask this question. And favorite human would be I'd have to go with Han Solo.
Oh, Han Solo.
He's cool. He's
He's good.
He's got the attitude. He's got the lady. I'm assuming he would be your favorite too, Salacious.
Well,
he's got the attitude,
Yeah, he's got that. Yeah, my favorite's Yana Del Gargan. Jabba's dancer with 9 boobies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alien characters. Actually, can you answer this question for me?
Yeah.
This is my absolute favorite Star Wars kind of figure. I loved it as a kid.
Yeah.
I kind of army. Now, this would not be considered an alien, would it?
No, that's an Imperial Royal Guard. Yeah.
Okay, favorite human then.
Yeah, they're good. And
you gotta love a bit of soft goods, right? A bit of cloth.
They would probably former Jedi or former Jedi guards from the temple that converted over. So
here we go. Okay, well, I'm gonna go with Bosk then.
Bosk.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, to be honest, there might have been some aliens. We don't know because you don't know what's under the mask. There could have been some of the guards.
Exactly. Yeah. What's under the mask?
Yeah, you don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. So it could have been. But Bosch, good pick, a good lizard. Trandoshan, he's got a skin condition now. He needs a lot of moisturizer.
I will say that the power of the 1990 release, I think, looks much better than the vintage guy. I mean, the vintage, he looks cute. I mean, look at him.
Yeah.
He needs to beef up a little bit, but this guy, I mean, I know this line gets rubbished a lot by collectors, but this guy looks freaking awesome.
Yeah, very good. So would you say you're more pro Jedi or a bit Sithy?
Usually I'm into the I'd probably say I'm a slightly more Sithy.
Yeah.
I'm usually into the I'm usually into the baddies. I think most of the toy lines that I collect, apart from Star Wars, in G.I. Joe, I'm definitely into Cobra. In Motu, I'm definitely into Skeletor and his minions. So let's go with I'm Sithy.
And how do you like your blue milk? Would you have it from the bottle like Aunt Beru serves it, or would you like to go direct from the tea like Luke Skywalker does in Last Jedi?
I'd stick with the bottle, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
I think maybe a few years back from the teat, but yeah. Right. Maybe the bottle for me.
Okay.
Easy to get my lips around, probably, I'd say.
Okay. Good question. Right.
Good question though, Salacious.
Thanks. If you had to grab 3 items to save from your collection because a group of mercenary alien sex addicts were raiding your house because they wanted to probe you, probably anally, what would you take and why?
Oh my God. Well, first of all, I'd like to protect my backside by the sounds of that. So I'd be saving that, protecting that.
Not even one for the road.
What would I grab? I would have to say I would grab. I don't know. I think I'd just be in hysterics and just run to the shelf and just bear hug a whole bunch of. I'm a very, as you can probably tell from this interview, it takes a while for me to think of things, and I'm a fairly indecisive person. So, I think if I was in that situation, I'd be umming and ahhing, and it'd be too late. So I think,
to be honest, I think you'll probably get probed. To be honest,
I think that's what I'm worried about. I think the probing would get me. So I'm pretty much doomed in this scenario. I don't think this scenario really suits me. So I think you got me there eventually, Salacious.
Yeah.
I think I'd be fucked.
Yeah. Right, you survived the first section. You ready for the second section?
Bring it on.
Show us some tellers. Don't show your jiggly bits. Show us some tellers, but don't show your jiggly bits. Show us some tellers. Don't show your jiggly bits. Show us some tellers, but don't show your jiggly bits. Show us, tell us, but don't show your jiggly bits. Show us, tell us, but don't show your jiggly bits.
Okay.
I've just put my pants on so I don't show my jiggly bits.
Good idea. All right. This is where you get to show off something in your collection and tell us all about it.
Show some stuff off. Well, I thought I should show you some stuff that I guess is a bit more unique and special to Japan. So as I mentioned before, Dino Riders is one of the big ones for me. So this is one of the this is what the box figures look like in the Japan release by Taiko. And I don't know, are you familiar with the box art for the Western releases?
I am because we've been working on the thumbnail this week, so yeah. I am.
Oh, beautiful. So I mean, the Western artwork is absolutely beautiful, but the I don't think the Japanese box art is quite as good personally, but it's still freaking wicked. The fact that they actually used the toy in a diorama, and you got this guy. Don't get me to pronounce the name of the dinosaur because I usually fluff that up. But but yeah, on the volcano, they're very, very cool. And then you like this part, Salacious. You whip up the flap.
Yeah, great flap control. Great flap control.
And there it is. So yeah, these are very, very cool, and
nice.
not cheap, but I've got a 3 or 4 of these in the collection, and they're very much treasures in the Trigger collection.
Nice, like that.
I did show you a couple of the Japanese Joes before. What else? So I don't know if we've got any wrestling fans in the chat, but yeah, as I said, I do like my WWF Hasbros.
The barber. Brutus the Barber was my favorite WWF wrestler growing up. I think it was the hot pink tights.
Very good.
I had 2. We liked British Bulldog and Bret the Hitman Hart. The excellence of execution. Best there was, the best there is, and the best there ever will be.
Excellent. British Bulldog's a good Hasbro too. But I will say that wrestling is also very, very popular in Japan. So they obviously have their own wrestling federations over here. And in Tokyo, they have a shop which is just dedicated to wrestling. So if you're in Tokyo, definitely check that out. Let me know if you want more information about that. But they have your Hasbros, your LJNs. They've got modern Jakks figures. They've got a lot of the Japanese wrestlers as well, obviously. Aisha's into the Undertaker. Okay.
BOE's here. BOE's here.
Hey, BOE. How are you?
See you.
Yeah. But a disappointing. I will say that Brutus was a slightly disappointing Hasbro because he's one of the ones. He's a jumper, so his legs are all sort of bound together.
Yeah.
And, not the greatest. There is another version of Brutus which came out in a later wave, which is much better. But pretty cool to have the sexy man. I mean, look at that. Look at that mullet.
Yeah, I know.
Those pecs. Look at that tan.
There were great mullets. There were some great mullets. Shawn Michaels had a good mullet. What about Mr. Perfect and his perm? He had a good perm, didn't he, Mr. Perfect?
Great. He had a great tremendous perm.
Yeah, great. Snake, Jake the Snake, he had a good mullet.
He did. Yeah.
Do you remember when Jake the Snake bit Macho Man?
Oh,
do you remember that?
I did. Traumatic.
What about Miss Elizabeth?
Oh yeah.
And the Macho Monkey does it.
Yeah, I will say I'm just sticking with the Hasbro. I will say the Macho. My Macho's got the belt. I think Macho Man is the best Hasbro that they released from Wave 1. Just that is the iconic Macho Man with the stars on the tights there, all ready to drop the elbow from the top rope. He is a wicked Hasbro.
Yeah,
so he's the king of my ring.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Right, ready for the final segment?
Yep, let's go. Let's do it.
Who's in the final segment?
Star Wars roleplay. Star Wars roleplay. I play, you play. Star Wars roleplay. Star Wars roleplay. Star Wars roleplay.
I'm gonna have to buy your album, Salacious.
Yeah, it's free. It's free on SoundCloud. I've got 2 albums. They're on SoundCloud.com/Salacious Rum. The first album is called Escape from the Sail Barge. And the second album is called album number 2. I'm working on the third album at the moment.
album number 3.
I think it's going to be... No, it's not that original, that is it? Right. In this segment, as my guest, you get to pick any scene from any of the episodes in the hit documentary series Star Wars. Once you have picked a scene, you and I will select characters from the scene. Then, using the medium of physical theatre, we will reenact the scene. However, we will not stick to the script. We don't like the script, Mr. Trigger.
Okay.
We're going to chuck it out, and we're going to make up the words the way we want it to be.
Oh, God. Now I'm nervous. I was doing all right until here. Oh, man, this is a toughie because I'm not... Let's just go with the classic Darth Vader versus Luke Skywalker.
Great. Classic scene.
You know, classic
Empire Strikes
scene.
Back. Empire Strikes Back scene.
I think so.
Yeah. Right. So this is the scene where you tell me who are you going to be? Who are you going to be?
I'll be Luke, I guess.
So I'll be Darth Vader. Now,
You'd be
normally in this scene we would fight, and I'll chop your arm off, and then I'll tell you that I'm your father. We might change it up. So,
Okay.
right. You ready?
Okay, as ready as I'll ever be. I don't know how this will go, but let's look at it.
Luke, you must face me. It is your destiny.
Why do you sound so funny? What's wrong with your voice?
Luke, I may have been hitting the bong a little bit too hard last night.
Darth, it sounds like you need a glass of water. Can I help you with a bottle of water? You sound like you've got something stuck in your throat.
Luke, make that a Gatorade, and then come and join me for a good hit on this bong.
That sounds very much like something my father would say.
Luke,
are you my father?
I'm not your father. No, I do not have a penis. It was chopped off by Obi-Wan Kenobi. He is your father.
All right, Darth. Let's go for a bong, buddy.
Sit down next to me. Take your weight off, and let's hit this bong like.
This is great. The dark side and the good side coming together as one.
Let me tell you.
In peace over a bong.
That's right. That's right. Some might say that the Emperor wants to conquer outer space, but Yoda wants to explore inner space. That is the fundamental difference between the good and the bad sides of the Force. End scene. All right. We did it.
Apologies, chat.
You did it. No, you did. You did all right. I thought I was expecting a bit more of a reaction when I told you Obi-Wan was your dad, but you went straight over your head. But that's fine.
I think I was already high. I think the bong already got me. I didn't process.
Right, we're at the end. How's it been for you, Mr. Trigger?
Brilliant. Had a good laugh. What a great way to start the day. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. So yeah, thanks for having me on, Salacious, and thanks for not prodding me too hard.
It's a pleasure. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed prodding you, and we had a little probe. But I've had a lot of fun, and I've got to say I'm a big fan of your channel because you do collect a lot of cool shit, and I really like it. And also I really want to go to Japan one day, so it's really interesting to see what it's like in Japan. So keep it up because we're a fan of the channel.
Awesome. Thank you very much. And as I said before, if you can get your shows going on with, shout out to Peter McSteel, PGM show, get them back on. I think we need to start a petition or something to get that up and running again.
Yeah, do it. That'd be fun.
But yeah, anyone out there who's keen to check out Japan, yeah, by all means, give me a yell. Let's go and get lost together.
Do it. There's the
Do it.
link. Treasures for Trigger 915. The link's in the description. Go and sub. Show the sub love. And go and check out some of the content. Good stuff. Really good stuff. Phil,
Thanks,
it's been
man.
great having you on, fella. I really appreciated it. Thanks for hanging out with me.
Awesome. Thanks, Salacious. And G-Force, you're far too kind, buddy. Definitely not Oscar-worthy material.
Oh, who's got the Oscar? Yeah, I normally say you've got the Oscar. Who's got it?
Of course, G-Force. G-Force is
You got it.
he's got my back. He's got my back today.
You
Good on you. Good on you, buddy.
You got it. You got
Love
it.
you long time.
Thank you to the Monkey Lizard Army. You guys are awesome. Next week we got MOD extra on, so come and hang out with coming out with MOD. He's a good lad. And please smash the like button, leave us a friendly comment, subscribe to both of our channels, turn on the notifications, and remember, monkey lizards are for life, not for spit roasting. Goodbye,
Sayonara.
everyone.
Bye. Sayonara.
Sayonara.
I'm Salacious Rum. Remember to make love, not war, because time does follow us. Yes, time does follow us. Yes, time does follow us. I'm a monkey lizard, I'm a monkey lizard, and I love to make love that warm. And visit Star Wars, so that ain't a proper war. It is a proper war in your dimension, yes, Salacious. I'm a monkey lizard, I'm a monkey lizard, and I love to make love that warm. And visit Star Wars, so that ain't a proper war. It is a proper war in your dimension, yes, Salacious. Don't forget what it takes to be a human.